Welcome to the Rutgers Report. The Scarlet Knights are 4-0 for the first time since 2012. Coach, congratulations. I have to start with the vibes and the energy. I was there on Friday night. It was immaculate from start to finish, the energy that the student section was bringing from warm-ups on. Just what does that do for your team when you come out to that?
Well, that's a real home field advantage, Perry. I'll tell you, it was something. We've had it that way in this building before, but not since I've been back, and that was special.
When a game is so close like that, I mean, that was a gritty game, almost came down to overtime. What kind of an advantage does that give you?
Well, one thing is your team feeds off that energy, and the other team, man, it's disruptive. And, I think everything from our fans to the people who run our game day, they do a great job of all the stuff they do. I don't even know half the stuff they do, but it's loud and it's disruptive, and that's what a home field advantage is about.
Under the lights, rain pouring down, gritty game as you can get. Just what does it say about your team being able to pull out the win in something like that?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was really proud of our guys because they were tough and they were disciplined. We didn't play our best football, yet we found a way to win. And part of that was Washington's a really good team. Mm-hmm. Part of it is we didn't have a best night, but our guys fought, they chopped all the way through it, and it gave us an opportunity to win the game. So that's what you ask for as a coach.
One thing you did do well, Washington 2 for 12 on third down. Just what is the grit and the mental toughness to get off the field on third down that many times?
Well, it's something we've been working hard on, and I was glad to see the defense have success there because, it can be frustrating when you work on something and it doesn't come to fruition, but it did huge. I think between red zone opportunities and third down opportunities, that was a difference in the game.
The two running backs, we talked about them both, but Kyle getting the majority of the snaps early on, and then Sam comes in with fresh legs and scores a touchdown as well. You said it takes a couple weeks to find the identity of your team. Is that ground and pound, get off the field on third down? Is that starting to look like what you think this Rutgers team is?
I think this team can be a lot of things. It's an unselfish team that plays for each other. So when you have that, that's special. That's different in this day and age. So if we can keep doing that and fortunate enough to stay healthy, we'll have a chance to win a lot of games.
Now, Coach, you had a bunch of recruits there. First off, about how many? Do you know how many you had in the house?
You know what? I don't know. There was a bunch. I had I had the opportunity to meet with a bunch before the game, after the game. So it was really a productive night.
I don't want to overstate it, but this is a massive program win.
Well, it's certainly having recruits in that environment, that they can stay in this area and have a Big Ten environment that's legit. It goes a long way, I think, in their thought process as they continue to kind of narrow down the schools they're interested in.
When you look at Nebraska, what stands out? What are the things that you need to take into a hostile environment to Nebraska to come out with a win?
Well, it's an historic venue, right? You're talking about a place that has been playing football for a long time at a high level. So it's a tough place to win. Matt Rule does a tremendous job. I have a lot of respect for him, the kind of coach he is, the way he runs his program. They have good players and a really good coaching staff. So we got our hands full. But you know what? The reality is every week in the Big Ten you have your hands full. That's what this league is about.
Well, Coach, it worked last week. I'll try it again this week. I'll see you next week, and let's make it 5-0.
Thanks, buddy.